This isn't just a car story, it is a revenge story. From Enzo Ferrari humiliating Henry Ford by rejecting a buyout, to Ford trashing Ferrari at the Le Mans 4 years in a row. You know, back in the 1960s, the racing world was about to get turned completely upside down. I mean, can you believe it? Ford, the good old blue-collar automaker from Detroit, they had this crazy idea to challenge the racing dominance of Ferrari. And not just any race, mind you, but the legendary 24 Hours of Le Mans. Okay, so you got to understand the context here. Back in the 1960s, Ferrari was the undisputed king of endurance racing. I mean, their bright red cars were practically unbeatable. They were winning event after event, crushing the competition and cementing their reputation as the kings of the track. It was like they had a stranglehold on the entire racing world. Now, Henry Ford II, he sees these Ferrari cars just tearing it up, and he gets this crazy idea. If you can't beat them, why not just buy them? So Ford makes a move to acquire Ferrari to bring their whole racing operation under the Blue Oval banner. Can you imagine the sheer audacity of that? The scrappy American upstart trying to buy out the reigning champ of motorsports. But let me tell you, that negotiation did not go down smoothly at all. Enzo Ferrari, that guy was one stubborn Italian, and his pride just wouldn't let him hand over his racing empire to the Americans. When the deal went south, it was like a full-on clash of the titans. Both sides refused to back down, tempers flared, and the whole thing just fell apart in a spectacular fashion. It was pure, unadulterated drama, man. The kind of stuff you just can't make up. The failed acquisition attempt between Ford and Ferrari was a testament to the fierce pride and unwavering determination that defined these two automotive giants. It was a clash of titans that captivated the world, a true spectacle of ambition and ego that would be remembered for years to come. What are your thoughts? Let's have it in the comments section. Ford was not about to let Ferrari's dominance go unchallenged. After the failed buyout, they were more determined than ever to take down the Italian racing giant. The Blue Oval brand had a reputation to uphold, and they weren't about to let the prancing horse keep galloping all over them. Ford's executives knew that if they couldn't buy Ferrari, they would have to beat them on the track, and they were willing to pull out all the stops to make that happen. With their acquisition plans in shambles, Ford knew they had no choice but to go to war. Recognizing that they would need the absolute best and brightest to have any chance of toppling Ferrari, Ford went on a recruitment drive to assemble a dream team. They scoured the racing world for the most talented engineers, mechanics, and drivers, offering them the resources and freedom to design and pilot the ultimate Ferrari killer. Names like Carroll Shelby, Ken Miles, and Phil Hill soon joined the Ford crusade, bringing with them a wealth of experience and a burning desire to make history. With their all-star team in place, Ford set to work on creating the machine that would take the fight to Ferrari. The result was the Ford GT40, a sleek, powerful endurance racer engineered from the ground up to dominate the track. Incorporating the latest aerodynamic innovations and cutting-edge engine technology, the GT40 was built to be faster, more agile, and more reliable than anything Ferrari had to offer. It was the Blue Oval's ultimate weapon in their war against the prancing horse. The stage was set for an epic clash at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Ford and Ferrari, two bitter rivals, would go head-to-head in a winner-take-all showdown that would decide the future of endurance racing. The tension in the air was palpable as the teams prepared their cars and the drivers took their places on the grid. As the green flag dropped, the battle was on. Ford and Ferrari pushed their machines to the limit, trading the lead back and forth in a thrilling display of skill and determination. Lap after grueling lap, the two teams fought tooth and nail, neither willing to concede an inch. The crowds were on the edge of their seats, captivated by the sheer intensity of the rivalry unfolding before their eyes. In the end, it was Ford who emerged victorious, crossing the finish line first and crushing Ferrari's dreams of another Le Mans triumph. The Ford GT40s had proven their mettle, outperforming the iconic red cars of the prancing horse. It was a triumph that would echo through the decades, cementing Ford's status as the new kings of endurance racing. But here is a question everyone is failing to ask. What do you think would have happened if Ford had actually bought Ferrari back in the 1960s? Think about it for a second. At the time, Ferrari was already dominating the racing scene, especially at Le Mans. They were kings of endurance racing, winning year after year. Ford, on the other hand, was struggling to gain respect in the world of high-performance cars. So instead of building something from scratch, Ford decided, hey, let's just buy Ferrari. Now imagine that deal had actually gone through. Ferrari's racing division under Ford's giant budget and mass production power? It could have changed the whole history of motorsport. Maybe Ferrari wouldn't have had the same prestige and independence it's known for today. Maybe it would have just been another Ford brand, like Mercury or Lincoln. But here's the twist: Enzo Ferrari backed out at the last moment. He didn't want to give up control of his beloved racing team. That one decision turned into one of the most famous rivalries in automotive history. Ford got angry, poured millions into developing the GT40, and went to war with Ferrari on the racetrack. The result? Ford crushed Ferrari at Le Mans, and the rivalry became legendary. Do you think the rivalry was the best thing that could have happened? Or do you believe Ford owning Ferrari would have created an unstoppable force in racing history? Let's have your thoughts in the comment section below. Ford really pulled off something special when they managed to take down the mighty prancing horse on the racetrack. I mean, Ferrari was considered untouchable back then. They were the undisputed kings of motorsports. But Ford, the scrappy American underdog, said, nah, not today, and came out on top. That victory was a total game changer, man. Overnight, Ford went from being seen as the plucky newcomer to being a legit powerhouse. Their brand image totally leveled up. The Mustang became this symbol of American muscle and performance that everyone wanted a piece of. Ford was no longer just another car company. They were the ones who beat Ferrari at their own game. And the ripple effects of that win were felt all throughout the industry. It inspired a whole new generation of racing enthusiasts and engineers to step up their game. Suddenly, everybody was trying to figure out how to build cars that could take down those Ferraris. The level of innovation and advancement in motorsports just skyrocketed. Even decades later, Ford's triumph over Ferrari is still this legendary moment that everybody talks about. It's become this iconic part of automotive history, a testament to the American spirit of competition and the relentless pursuit of victory. That win will forever cement Ford's status as one of the true giants of the car world. They took down the king of the hill and proved that the good old US of A can hang with the best of them. So if you're as big a fan of this epic automotive showdown as I am, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. Let's keep the legend of Ford's victory over Ferrari alive and kicking. Drop your take in the comments. Team Ford or Team Ferrari? And if you love stories like this, where pride, rivalry, and horsepower collide, make sure you hit that subscribe button.